Have you ever encountered your duality? The term duality is often casually used today to describe the connection between two people who seem to recognize or resemble one another. However, the historical and cultural roots of the concept are far more mysterious. In various belief systems, duality is seen as a being that mirrors a person's form, existing without being the individual themselves. This entity is thought to serve different roles. In some cultures, it is a guardian spirit, while in others, it is described as a shadow soul or even a fragment of a person's own spiritual essence. Across the world, many cultures have believed in the existence of duality, though its interpretation varies widely, ranging from benevolent to ominous. In Finnish folklore, this phenomenon is referred to as edianen, which means a person's forerunner or imager. This entity is believed to mimic the actions of a person before they themselves enact them. Globally, the concept is most commonly associated with the German term Doppelgänger, meaning double walker. The term gained prominence after Catherine Crowe's 1848 book made it widely recognized. Today, Doppelgänger is frequently featured in American movies and television series as a chilling or supernatural motif. In this piece, I'll explore 5 fascinating accounts of people encountering their own duality or someone else's doppelganger. These stories include both historical anecdotes and modern experiences, including those shared by Reddit users. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe's encounter. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, the renowned German writer, poet, and politician of the 18th and 19th centuries, once had a startling experience with his doppelganger. While traveling a lonely road on horseback, Goethe encountered a mysterious figure riding toward him. To his shock, the figure was an exact replica of himself, except for the difference in clothing. Years later, Goethe realized that the attire of the figure he had seen matched exactly what he was wearing during a subsequent trip along the same road. This encounter led Goethe to wonder if he had somehow glimpsed his own future. This wasn't the only instance of duality in Goethe's life. On another occasion, he saw a close friend walking in the street wearing an identical morning gown to one hanging in Goethe's own closet. When Goethe returned home, he found that his friend had indeed visited unexpectedly and borrowed the gown during a rainstorm. A mother's unsettling experience. One Reddit user shared a chilling story involving their mother. After several days of not seeing her son, the mother awoke one night to find him standing silently in her bedroom. She greeted him, but the figure left the room without responding. Curious and unsettled, she followed him to the kitchen, where the light revealed his face and clothes, an exact match to what her son had been wearing that night. However, the real son was miles away, fast asleep at a friend's house. The mother later discovered that the figure had even spoken in her son's voice before vanishing. Though neither she nor her son believed in the supernatural, the incident left them both shaken, raising unsettling questions about the nature of reality. A husband's frightening reflection. Another story comes from a woman recounting her husband's eerie encounter with his own doppelganger. Following an argument, the husband was alone at home, speaking on the phone near a sliding glass door. Suddenly, he noticed a reflection behind him, a tall figure that looked exactly like himself. Terrified, the husband turned to face the figure, which slowly walked toward the bedroom. As it moved, it turned to meet his gaze before disappearing into the room. When the husband finally summoned the courage to check, the bedroom was empty. The experience left both the husband and wife deeply unsettled, and they eventually moved out of the house. Gilbert Parker and Frederick Rash in Parliament. In 1906, Gilbert Parker, a member of the English Parliament, claimed to have seen his colleague Frederick Rash sitting in the hall during a debate. This surprised Parker, as Rash was known to be at home recovering from illness. Despite Parker greeting him, Rash remained motionless and unresponsive before disappearing entirely. Other witnesses also reported seeing Rash that day, though it was later confirmed he hadn't left his home. Rash himself found the incident amusing, but his family was less lighthearted, fearing the appearance of his doppelgänger was an omen of misfortune. A workplace of doubles. One author described strange experiences at her workplace in the U.S. Midwest. Coworkers repeatedly reported seeing her in two places at once, cleaning in the kitchen when she was in the yard or appearing in the storage room when she hadn't left her office. The incidents became so frequent that the entire team gathered to discuss them. Nearly everyone had witnessed this mysterious other version of her. Reflecting on this period, the author theorized that her duality might have been a manifestation of her inner turmoil as she was undergoing significant life changes and contemplating leaving the job. Final thoughts. The concept of duality continues to fascinate and unsettle. Whether viewed as a guardian spirit, a harbinger of doom, or a psychological projection, these encounters challenge our understanding of identity, time, and reality. Are these stories evidence of supernatural phenomena, or could they be explained by coincidence, memory, or even stress? Whatever the truth, the idea of meeting one's own double remains a powerful and haunting mystery.